Michele, you know, from like Glee, Spring Awakening, Scream Queens, things like that. Honestly, you could name like anything Ryan Murphy has done, she's probably been in it. Lately, she's been getting a lot of heat for a very good reason. By good, I mean like it's about time. You know what I mean? She's been called out online for her horrible, diva, rude behavior on the set of Glee. And then you probably saw that and you're like, well, it was just one project and like she was like the lead for the first time on like a TV role. So it's like, you know, not a big deal. People do that all the time. No, actually, it's been going on for much longer than most of you have been alive. There are stories from people who have worked with her on shows like Glee and then other stuff like Spring Awakening, The Mayor, Scream Queens, you name it. I could list more, but I would need more hands. And all these stories have to do with her being rude on set. There are a lot of stories, like a lot. And this is even extended to stories from fans who have met her and it was not a pleasant experience. And here's the thing with that Lea Michele tea. I'm here to tell you it's 100% true. I've been hearing stories about how horrible she is since I was 14 years old. And if you're watching this video and going, wow, that was just last year. Thanks. But that's not the case. For context, I just turned 26, so. I am the entertainment industry's third cousin twice removed, and I've still been hearing so many stories, and they're all like exactly the same. Like cookie cutter, the same, just replace names, and it's like the same. Now, let's really dive in, but before we do, if we haven't met already, my name is Lindsay. I make videos about pop culture with an emphasis on Broadway, so if that's your thing, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I make a brand new video. And now would be a really good time to subscribe because I am inching closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. So if you would like to subscribe and see more of my face every week, that would be fantastic and it would be a benefit for everybody involved. Now back to what actually this video is about. So if you've been reading along about all these crazy stories, you will notice that they're all pretty much the same. So my theory is if there are multiple people coming forward about how horrible you are and they're all pretty much the same minus all the names, yeah, safe to say you're a pretty horrible person. These stories range from making people feel alienated because they're an extra, stories like racial microaggressions, the silent treatment, not really interacting with anybody outside of your own scene work, and so much more. Lea Michele, you are the human embodiment of when you drink orange juice after brushing your teeth. And her horribleness didn't actually start with Spring Awakening itself. You would think because she's like the lead of a Broadway show that this is when it would start. It's actually been going on way longer than that. Like, you know, let's just say 12. It's been going on since she was like 12. A tweet from Elizabeth Aldrich, who was Lea's understudy during Ragtime on Broadway. He told that she was mean even as a 12-year-old. Like, she would be mean to the understudies, to the ensemble. She threatened to have grown adults fired at 12. Look, there are people who are bullies towards their classmates at 12, and then there are people who are bullies towards people at least twice their age in a professional setting at 12. They're a whole different breed. You may be watching this thinking, oh my gosh, this person was awful even as a kid. How shocking. You can also watch any interview she's done as a kid and
that, I think, has been the worst part of being in the theatrical business.
And you know what? That tracks. What's crazy about all these allegations is that not only are they the same, but they've spanned years. She was never fired from a project for any of this behavior, like, at all. It's like these producers saw a forest on fire and they went, meh. Just the most indifference ever. Now if you're like, we're gonna have to deal with seeing her face on TV for years and years to come, not so fast, because that might not be the case. Check out her IMDb. She has nothing coming up. She has nothing in pre-production, nothing pending, nothing coming soon. And this was even like before the pandemic hit. Like, she's like no projects coming up. And you know, if that made your day, you're welcome. Now when these allegations finally made it to like a Twitter account, a YouTube channel, a pop culture news show, she apologized. Not really. That apology did absolutely nothing except fan the flames and make everything 100 times worse, which is exactly what we need these days. Her apology is the most non-apology you've ever seen in your life. It makes James Charles look like a saint. Basically, she apologized if her actions were perceived in a certain way. She's not even owning up to her own mistakes. How can a person be like that? She interprets her own actions as being a strong woman when it's actually more of like a female dog. Not gonna curse on this video because I need the money. YouTube. I'm also not the only person who thinks she's full of crap. HelloFresh ended their sponsorship with her, so now she'll have to go out in public and buy groceries and be around other people who were already on edge before they found out about all this, and you know, she's the last person they'd ever want to see. So good on you, HelloFresh. At this point, she either needs a major attitude change or she needs to move to the Midwest because we don't want to see her anywhere, ever. Like TV screens, stages, nowhere, not at all. So Lea, you may be wondering what your next career move is. Well, I got a few suggestions, baby girl. Okay, number one, gym teacher. She's athletic and she likes to order people around. What more can I say? Number two, garbage man or garbage lady. I don't know, because she really likes to surround herself with the best. PTA mom, it's her aesthetic. We all know this. Look at her. Maybe she goes door to door as a Jehovah's Witness because she's annoying. And lastly, this one needs no explanation. The star of a Hallmark movie. Actually, probably multiple of them. We all know it's coming. So Lea, when you eventually watch this video, please know this. I knew how horrible you were even though I've never met you, even though I didn't know anybody in the industry at 15 years old, and I still knew at 15 that you were horrible. Word travels so fast, even to a sophomore at a public high school. Now, you may be wondering what you should do next, and my suggestion is maybe leave town and never come back? Just a thought. I mean, I know you're gonna be a mother and all, but like, I don't think motherhood's gonna change you at all. Because I've met other people who are also moms and having a kid did not change them. They're still horrible. They may even be more horrible because it's gonna be like, you know, all for the child. So like, you know, good luck to you, but also like, you maybe want to skip town. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments down below. Personally, feeling very strong about that Hallmark movie sort of idea. Not a huge fan of it. I also think that's the most likely to happen. Also, I wanted to say thank you all for being chill with me taking last week off. I wanted to give people some space to explore, you know, conversations around race, systematic racism, civic engagement, and things like that. Yeah, I didn't want to distract anybody from that. Even if the video was gonna be like 3 seconds long, I didn't want to take away anything from that, and I didn't want to come off as like, you know, insensitive. So yeah, thanks y'all for you know, stick with me on that, and thanks y'all for doing your duty and researching and educating yourselves. I really appreciate it. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, which I mean you should. Great content over there. You would know that I turned 26 last Saturday, so for those who have already wished me happy birthday, thanks for that, and if you haven't, you can also do that in the comments down below, while also bashing Lea Michele, because that's what I would want as a birthday present. It was bizarre celebrating a birthday during a global pandemic and worldwide protests, but I actually still managed to have some fun. Thank you for being you. I think that's what I want to get at here. Again, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I make a brand new video. I make videos every Wednesday. You can find me on my social media down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye!